run 1 of 2 today, hopefully. It's looking a little gloomy this morning. Just out for a easy 4-mile run over by the pond lake thing. Just gonna knock out zone 2, low zone 2. And then later today, fingers crossed, I'm gonna go try to get up on the mountain, try to get some trail running vert in. Since the last video, this week has been not so much about weather, but more so about the repercussion of weather. All the trails got so muddy from all the snow that came down that melted, and then some rain that just haven't been able to run on trail. Hasn't been nice weather, but just can't run on the trail right now. So I'm hoping today's the day that I get to get back out there. I did a 16-mile run the other day. I'm still feeling a little rough and fatigued from that. A lot better than I was yesterday, but it was like the first long run speed workout I've done this year, or I've done in months. Body really took a little bit of a beating from that. That's why I'm kind of doing the double run today. Easy run this morning, just to shake out the body, shake out that fatigue, and hopefully get me prepped for at least hitting some vert today. So that's the plan. Forecast is showing that we got another storm coming in this weekend, leading into next week. That's why I'm hoping to get on some vert today, get on some trail before it gets shitty again. All right, let's finish up this 4-miler. 9-minute paces, nothing exciting. The one thing I do like about this little lake to run at, perfect little 1 mile around. So 1 mile loop around. There's a little bit of dirt to run on, or you can run on the blacktop or the road. That's the main upside, and it's flat. I guess it's a plus if you like that. The downside is you just gotta get here at the right time. Otherwise you gotta bob and weave people, which is annoying because they don't pay attention. Dogs in the middle of the way, stop in the middle of the way. You know, typical population not paying attention to their surroundings nowadays. Kind of feels like a treadmill after a while. Just the same thing over and over. Last lap, lap number 4. 1 hill rep, and then we can call it. A 1 hill rep hit at 550. Whew. Whew. I like little pickups like that, just for shits and giggles. When I run over here, I feel like I'm cheating because it's so flat, there's no elevation. I feel like I gotta at least stop over at that hill and get like 1 hill rep in, if not a couple. I like to finish off a little bit quicker, stretch the legs out, get a little speed in them. Nothing strenuous. First run of the day, done. Average heart rate, 143. That's on the lower side of zone 2, so that's good. Average pace was 9:02. Definitely a lot cooler this morning. Probably in the 20s, 25. And the distance was 4 miles. It's nice to feel that my body bounced back pretty quick from that 16-miler 2 days ago. Just got my fingers crossed I can get on that trail today and get some vert. Been missing my vert. It's getting frustrating. It's getting to the point where it's like, well, I'm gonna have to start going to the gym and doing treadmill vert because I'm not able to access it anywhere. Fingers crossed for a trail run today with some vert. Run number 2 today. Made it out to the Jones Creek Trail, which goes up to Church's Pond. This is my go-to vert trail. You can get about a couple thousand feet of vert in about a couple miles, 3 miles or so. So relatively short distance, you can get some good vert in. That's why I come out here to train for my vert. It's one of the few places that I found that you can knock out some decent vert in a short amount of distance. There's a lot of ice causing some concern. This trail starts around the 6,000 feet mark, goes up to just below 8,500 feet, I believe. A little concerned that how much ice there is down below. It's going to be questionable what I'm able to get in. If it's like this on the steeper stuff, might be a bit of a challenge. Worst case scenario, I suffer through 2K of elevation gain. Yeah, this is super slick. Boy, did it warm up from this morning's run, let me tell you. I think this jacket's gonna have to come off. Beanies already came off. I don't know what it is, like mid 40s, and I am roasted. So this sign's my turnaround spot. My glasses are fogging up, cool. So that's my turnaround spot. This is where I normally, like I'll come down, go up to a certain spot, mark it, come back down here, and this is my turnaround for the vert. I would like to hit 6K today. It's all gonna depend on that ice and my legs, being that I haven't been able to get vert in for over a week now. Worst case, 2K is doable. I'll suffer through that. Best case, 6K. So from here to normally where I go is about 2 miles, mile and a half or so, and you can get about 2,000 feet of vert gain. So that's what I'm out here doing on my second run today, is just trying to get vert in, keep it in zone 2. So there'll be some walking, obviously. Just trying to keep that heart rate down while you're pushing on some vert. But the key thing is trying to keep the heart rate low, controlled, and just trying to really get some vert on the legs. Not fast, may not even be pretty, just about that elevation gain. Contemplating taking this jacket off because I am fucking standing here roasting. Yes, it'll get cooler up at that 8K mark, but there's a lot going on before then. I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, it's too hot. So from the parking lot to here is a mile, and that's 400 feet of gain. So that's done and out of the way. So let's see what it is to my turnaround spot. See how much elevation gain I get and what kind of a distance. Like I said, normally when I get up there to turn around, it's about 2K. If I go to the pond, I think it's like 23 or 2,400 feet of elevation gain. Let's go. Well, I'm really concerned about that ice. One of these days I'll get some micro spikes. Boy, did I fuck up today. It's dark and gloomy downtown, so I figured, well, I'm gonna go up into the mountains. It's probably colder up there. No, it's freaking warm up here. Overdressed, winter tights, got me sweating like a mofo. Just hit the 1,400 feet mark, so that's 1,000 feet of elevation gain, right at 1.3 miles. So that's pretty good. 1,000 feet, 1.3 miles. It got a little better the higher up you go. There's more snow, but it's rough on the legs today because some spots you can find traction, other spots are deep, other spots are snow. So the joints are definitely having to work a little extra today in this, and it is getting deeper the closer I get to the turnaround point. So as of now, I'll probably suck it up for 2 laps. I don't think it's going to be a 3-lap day. This is just a little bit more work than I was wanting to do. If it was clear and a little more runnable, might be willing to go for a 3rd lap, but just looking like a 2-lap day. Well, unfortunately, snow has gotten a little too deep. I'm just sinking in. It's not even hard packed anymore. So that's gonna cut me a little short from hitting 2K elevation gain from the turnaround point. Clawing my way through at this point just to hit, there it is, just to hit this 2,000 feet. Like, feet is just sinking in. And it'll only get deeper the further up I go. That's winter for you. It's also frustrating. That last section was a little brutal, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to make my way back down. That's gonna be super sketchy because it is extremely slick. And I'm gonna try to go for one more lap, I guess, to this point, or maybe before this point. I think I'm gonna be just shy of 4K if I do that. Whatever, it's an endurance builder. Yeah, I wish it was more runnable. I've been craving to get back out here and get some elevation in, so I'm fortunate enough and happy enough that I'm able to do that today. Currently sitting at 1 hour, 8 minutes with 2,000 feet of elevation gain, 3.18 miles. Views are killer though, right? Look. Ooh, yeah. If I get 3,500, cool. I really wanted 6K today. It's just not gonna happen. And then I was like, oh, I'll settle for 4K. And then the further up I got, I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I should be right at the 8,000 feet, maybe right below 8,000 feet mark. So, I mean, it makes sense there's a lot of snow right here. I just thought I was gonna get a little bit lucky today, but nope. All right, let's head down and do it one more time. Forgot to hit the lap button at the top, so it's going to be one big section. So it'll be from here up and back down. That took 1 hour and 19. That's pretty slow. Not terribly slow, but pretty slow. Not having the traction, having the deep snow definitely slows it down. The descent actually wasn't that bad. There's just enough slushy snow that you can really just slide through it. Every now and then you can find a deep pocket of snow just to slow you down and keep you on the right track. However, this bottom section, which is predominantly ice, that's a little bit more sketchy. Slide and hope for the best. Okay, here we go. Lap 2. Where did the sun go? It was real nice and sunny on the first lap, and now it's how I imagined it to be when I first got out here. Dark and gloomy. Getting close to the turnaround. I am getting my butt kicked by this snow. It is just not easy to move through this shit, especially when you're on that uphill. We getting there though. We getting there. 3,400 feet in so far. All right. Made it to my turn. I turned around at the last time. And, oh wait, hold on. Nope, I went further last time. Hang on. I don't want to go further. I want to turn around. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Alright, made it to the turnaround. 3,600 feet of elevation gain and 7.5 miles. This is a hell of a lot harder when when you got this much snow and ice and all that. It's like kind of kicking my ass. It's definitely more taxing on the ankles, that's for sure. Just because the ground is so uneven, like more so than a normal trail run. My toes are soaked. I need to run fast enough to keep them warm. Let's head on back down and call that a day. Yeah, weather completely changed though. It's super dark now. Them storms are coming in. I don't want no more storms. I'm ready for 80-degree summer days. Let's go. $121. I don't remember if the last one was 119 or 120. I think the last one was faster, which is weird because I thought I was going quicker on that one up for a while there. Maybe not. All right, 1 mile easy jog back to the car, and that's 2 hill reps of vert. Oh, you know, just running around the parking lot looking like a fool just so I can get a solid number to finish this run. There's always one of those crazy fucks just running around the parking lot aimlessly. This guy. $11 miles. I had the energy. Oh, come on, little stick. So I'd say I had the energy to do a 3rd round, but because of the ice and the snow, how uneven it is, how slick it is, I didn't want to put any more stress on the ankles. Like, that's quite a bit. Like, I mean, that downhill section is already pretty heavy on the ankles without all that on a normal day. So, yeah, there's no reason to do a 3rd round. I mean, yeah, I want the elevation, I need the vert, but it's not worth it if I wreck my ankles and I can't do anything for days. Ended up with 2 rounds. So glad I got out and did that though, because if this storm comes in this weekend and continues to next week, who knows when I'll be able to get out here and get after it again. I was already thankful that I was able to get out there today. That was questionable. Ended up with 11 miles, 3 hours, 10 minutes, and a 17:14 pace. Average heart rate 144. That is right there in zone 2. Yeah, actually, shit, I hit that spot on. 28% in zone 1 and 64% in zone 2, 7% in zone 3. So there you go. I stuck to what I said. I like this place for the vert, but I also like it for the heart rate training. Like, this is a killer place to really learn how to control your heart rate. Force yourself to stay in that zone 2 because it is so easy to spike your heart rate out here. And once you get fit enough and or strong enough, it's really cool to be able to run certain sections or hit certain sections and your heart rate just drops and it's like go time again. I don't know. It's a fun little training trail, even though it's not very little. Elevation, I got 3,658 feet up. Yeah, a little shorter than what I wanted today, but it's all good. It's hard to tell, but it looks like I made it to the 8K mark. Everything was right there at like 6.5, all the way to 8,000 feet of elevation. Another reason it's a good spot to work on that zone 2. Being higher in elevation, you know, takes a little bit more work to stay in that zone 2. Good old Garmin says I need 72 hours of recovery. That's what I have to say to Garmin. So that wraps up a double run day. 2 runs today. I had a nice 4 miles easy around the lake this morning and then wrapped up that 11 miles. So 15-mile day. Pretty pumped on that. That's a 15-mile day. 2 days after I ran a 16-mile run, which was a speed workout type of thing. I was able to log in 2 runs today with some vert and a total of 15 miles 2 days after a 16-mile run. I'd say training is going pretty good. Hope you enjoyed that little double run day on a Friday. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll do it again soon.